Welcome to the He's Got Issues Marvel Comics edition number 121.1. I'm John Cooney here to preview new Marvel Comics being released May 14th, 2014, beginning alphabetically with All New Ghost Rider number 3, Engines of Vengeance Part 3. Ronnie meets the mysterious entity behind his possession. Is the all-new Ghost Rider a hero or a villain? Mr. Hyde takes on the street gangs while a thug discovers the power of Dr. Zabo's pills. Next we have All New Ultimates number 2, the next generation of Ultimates. The young Ultimates are put to the test as they try to survive their first mission, going head-to-head with the city's most ruthless gang, the Serpent Skulls. Kitty Pryde takes the bait and finally joins the team in an effort to push back the unrelenting wave of brutality. Jessica Drew takes on the mantle of Black Widow. We've also got All New X-Men number 27. The Brotherhood of Evil Mutants from Battle of the Atom are back and still gunning for the All New X-Men. Jean Grey came back different from her trial. What does this mean for the rest of the X-Men? Next we have Avengers number 29, What Did He See? We've also got Avengers Undercover number 4, Descent Part 4 of 4. Baron Zemo makes our young heroes an offer they can't refuse. What did the teen survivors of Murder World do last issue to become public enemy number 1, and what does Zemo tempt them with in response? Who accepts Zemo's invite, and who goes rogue? Our first arc comes to a chilling close, and what happens here makes it too late for our heroes to go back. Next we have Captain America number 20, Gungnir's true power exposed. This is the day that it all changes. This is the beginning of the end. Dr. Mindbubble has learned a secret that will shatter the life of Captain America. The Iron Nail's true power revealed. This is it, the fight that will change the life of Steve Rogers forever after. Next we have Captain Marvel number 3, Captain Marvel and the Guardians of the Galaxy. Carol takes her mysterious alien passenger home and lands in the middle of an uprising against the Galactic Alliance. Does our good soldier obey orders or defy the Avengers and side with David against Goliath? 2 guesses, and the first one doesn't count. Next we have The Deadly Hands of Kung Fu number 1 of 4, Murder, Mystery, Martial Arts. A former lover of Shang-Chi's murdered in cold blood while working deep undercover for MI6. When Shang-Chi travels to England to pay his respects, he learns that all is not as it seems, and if he's not careful, he may be next to die. Old friends, new enemies, espionage, and kung fu collide in this riveting story from Mike Benson and Tang Ang Huat. We've also got Deadpool number 28. Deadpool and his bride go on a honeymoon to Japan. How will married life agree with our mouthy Merc? Will he start doing the take my wife joke all the time? Next we have Fantastic Four number 4, The Fall of the Fantastic Four Part 4. Flame off. Johnny Storm has lost his powers. The Human Torch is no more. With one member down, a new threat emerges, the Wrecking Crew, with powers mysteriously elevated to A-level destruction as they team up with the Wizard to be a new devastating version of the Frightful Four. And as Ben and Alicia's romance rekindles, so looms the Puppet Master with dark plans for both of them. All this and the return of FF members Ant-Man, Ms. Thing, and She-Hulk. Next we have Iron Man number 25, the new epic continues, Rings of the Mandarins. When the Dark Elves grow tired of tales of joyous torture and want to scare each other, what do they talk about? The Night of the Iron Man. Also, the Mandarins have had enough, time to say hello. Next we have Marvel Universe Avengers Assemble number 8. The ultra-powerful Hyperion arrives to save the Earth, but his methods are too extreme. The Avengers must stand up to Hyperion's might to save humanity from total domination. We've also got New Avengers number 18. In all of creation, only one Earth has successfully met and triumphed over each incursion that has threatened it, the Earth of the heroes of the Great Society. Guess which Earth is on a collision course with ours? Next we have Nightcrawler number 2. Someone is hunting down Nightcrawler's loved ones, and Nightcrawler and Wolverine are determined to find out who and to what ends. Classic X-Men characters meet contemporary threats as the newly resurrected Nightcrawler crosses the globe to save his nearest and dearest from suffering the fate he just escaped. We've also got Secret Avengers number 3, Post-Nuclear. A post-nuclear warhead has gone missing in the Middle East. 18 SHIELD agents are dead. Who you gonna call? What happens when Black Widow and Lady Bullseye meet? Sparkles. And what happens when you get too many sparkles? Explosions, that's what. While Phil Coulson struggles with his new problem, Maria Hill deals with her old one. MODOK is up to something. Next we have United States of Murder Inc. number 1, double-sized for regular price. From the creators of Eisner Award-winning best-selling Powers comes a brand new world of crime fiction like you've never seen before. In this oversized first issue, you'll discover a world in which the families of organized crime never lost their stranglehold on the United States. Today is the day that Valentine Gallo becomes a made man. and it's also the day he learns the secret behind the organization he's served since he was old enough to walk. But it is mysterious hitwoman Jagger Rose that will forever turn his life upside down. Be there when shocking secrets of this new world spill out onto the very last page. This bold new vision of crime fiction harkens back to Bendis' earliest work in crime comics, while also giving you everything you expect from the creators of Powers, one of the most successful and longest-lasting independent comics in history. We've also got Wolverine number 6, The Mad Report Job Part 1. As his plan to take down Sabretooth takes shape, Wolverine goes undercover in Mad Report, but he's not the only one with his eyes on Sabretooth's empire. What do Pete Wisdom and MI-13 have to do with it? Paul Cornell and Gerardo Sandoval bring you a 2-part epic that'll push the mortal Wolverine to his limits. And we've got X-Force number 5. X-Force comes face to face with Volga, the mastermind who's been weaponizing superhumans and using them in the undercover war that's being waged across the globe. But little does X-Force know that Volga has already weaponized one of their own, and by the time this issue is through, one member of X-Force will meet their end. Out in trades this week, we've got Age of Ultron Companion trade paperback. As Ultron's onslaught continues across the planet, Black Widow pays a high price in San Francisco, and Captain Marvel joins Captain Britain in a fight to save London. The Fantastic Four return from a jaunt across time and space in a futile bid to save their homeworld. Otto Octavius, the superior Spider-Man, believes it'll be simple to vanquish an AI threat, but his vanity will prove his undoing. And in Los Angeles, Ultron's son, the android runaway Victor Mancha, battles to prove he's nothing like his father. Ultron's attack also battles the fearless Defenders, Uncanny Avengers, Wolverine, and more, and in the aftermath witness a dramatic change for founding Avenger Hank Pym. Collects Avengers Assemble 14 AU and 15 AU, Fantastic Four 5 AU, Fearless Defenders 4 AU, Superior Spider-Man 6 AU, Ultron 1 AU, Uncanny Avengers 8 AU, Wolverine and the X-Men 27 AU, and Age of Ultron 10 AI. Next we have Amazing Spider-Man Peter Parker, the one and only trade paperback. It's a celebration of the world's greatest superhero as some of Marvel's most talented creators spin tales of the original Spider-Man, Peter Parker. With a blizzard crippling New York City, Spider-Man must protect the city, but Aunt May's life is in danger. What is the Black Lodge, and how has Spider-Man been trapped there, surrounded by his deadliest foes? Spider-Man teams up with his old flame, the Black Cat, to burst an international art thievery ring. A young boy learns he can't rely on superheroes like Spider-Man to stand up against bullies. Spidey and the Human Torch must stop an apocalyptic future by fighting the Fantastic Four. And it's a touching tale as a young child risks his life to save Spider-Man's. Collecting Amazing Spider-Man number 700.1 to 700.5. We've also got Hulk by Jeph Loeb, the Complete Collection Volume 2 trade paperback. Domino might have just discovered the Red Hulk's identity, and he can't have that. But X-Force is protecting her, so Rolk recruits a little help of his own. Enter Code Red, Punisher, Thundra, Crimson Dynamo, Deadpool, and Elektra. But whose side is the mysterious new Red She-Hulk on? And when Red Hulk and Bruce Banner form an uneasy alliance to defeat a conspiracy bent on taking down the U.S. government, Hulks will fall. As the intelligentsia makes its long-awaited move, the Red Hulk's identity is revealed. Everything Hulk fans have been waiting for pays off here, but it only whets the appetite for the epic final showdown between Red and Green Hulks. A cataclysmic battle that will settle who comes out on top once and for all. Collecting Hulk number 13 through 24 and follow the Hulks Gamma. Next we have Iron Man Volume 4 Iron Metropolis Hardcover Premiere Edition. Tony Stark has returned from space with a vision of a better world, but who is his secret ally and what is his secret resource, and who would try to stop him? It's the grand unveiling of the core of Troy, Tony's Iron Metropolitan city of tomorrow. What could go wrong? Well, Pepper could meet Pepper, or discover Tony's family secret, or both. And if the Mandarin is truly dead, then who is Mandarin 7, Red Peril? And how did they get the villain's rings? As the Iron Phalanx attacks and the skies burn red above Troy, Iron Man investigates the Mandarins. Meanwhile, Red Peril uncovers Troy's shocking secret, and will an Inhuman threaten Tony's city of tomorrow? Guest starring Jim Rhodes, the Iron Patriot. Collecting Iron Man number 18 through 22 and 20.INH. We've also got Marvel Knights X-Men Haunted trade paperback. It's a gritty mutant murder mystery by talented creator Bram Revel of Gorillaz. Wolverine, Kitty Pryde, and Rogue travel to a backwoods town to save new mutants' lives, but their help may not be welcome, and the murderer may be closer to them than they think. In a small cabin in the woods, the X-Men find a young mutant learning to control her powers, but she's not alone. As the X-Men are ambushed by a horde of supervillains and two new mutants' powers begin to spiral out of control, can the hero save an entire town? Or, as infighting threatens to pit teammate against teammate, will the scattered and manipulated X-Men fall to an army of foes ripped from their own minds? What happens when your past comes back to kill you? Collecting Marvel Knights X-Men number 1 through 5. Next we have Marvel Masterworks Daredevil Volume 8 hardcover. One of the greatest eras in the history of the Man Without Fear begins here. In 1971, DD's new writer, Jerry Conway, and master artist Gene Colan were joined by Tom Palmer to form a creative team that captivated readers. Meanwhile, the Black Widow, fresh off her own solo adventures, all of which are presented in this volume in stunning Masterworks quality, joined Daredevil, and one of Marvel's greatest duos was born. The action includes revolutionaries, a battle against Spider-Man and the Submariner, the Man-Bull, the Owl, the Scorpion, the conclusion of the Mr. Klein saga, and the trial of the Black Widow. The drama isn't all action. With the Black Widow and Daredevil's life, what will become of Matt Murdock's relationship with the lovely Karen Page? Collecting Daredevil number 75 through 84 and material from Amazing Adventures number 1 through 8. We've also got She-Hulk by Dan Slott, the Complete Collection Volume 2 trade paperback. She-Hulk's strange adventure continues as she takes on her first superhuman sexual assault case against fellow Avenger Star Fox. And when the Civil War threatens the rights of every American hero, whose side will Shulky fight for? Plus, She-Hulk teams with Two Gun Kid to hunt down the Man-Wolf, a.k.a. her new husband, John Jameson. And after the Illuminati shoot the Hulk into space, S.H.I.E.L.D. recruits She-Hulk to fight all his bad guys, from Abomination to Zax. But do they have a hidden agenda? And why are so many people acting out of character, including She-Hulk? All this and the action-packed origin of Awesome Andy, Dan Slott's fan-favorite run, is collected in 2 massive volumes, so join She-Hulk as she deals with the bizarre legal problems of the Marvel Universe. Collecting She-Hulk 6 through 21 and material from Marvel Westerns Two Gun Kid number 1. And we've got the 12, the complete series trade paperback, Yesterday's Men of Tomorrow, today. The Phantom Reporter, Electro, the Black Widow, the Laughing Mask, the Blue Blade, Dynamic Man, Mastermind Excello, Mr. E, the Fiery Mask, the Witness, Rockman, Captain Wonder. Lying dormant for 60 years, these 12 heroes awaken in a tormented world that needs them more than ever. But has the world grown beyond their band of old-fashioned heroism? Behold the stunning postmodernist tale of sacrifice, betrayal, and human nature by writer J. Michael Straczynski of Babylon 5 and Amazing Spider-Man, and artist Chris Weston of The Invisibles and Fantastic Four: The First Family. Plus, journey into the past to follow the death-defying exploits of the Phantom Reporter on the front lines of World War II and witness his first encounter with history's greatest superheroes, collecting the 12 number 1 through 12 and the 12 Spearhead. Okay, so that's it for Marvel this week, but there's still plenty of other books out as well, so be sure to check out my YouTube channel at He's Got Issues to see both the DC and Indies videos for this week, as well as my featured video with the usual roundup of all my favorites for the week, with a little more depth and insight than you get here. And if you like these videos, be sure to let me know by leaving a comment and subscribing. You can also follow He's Got Issues on Facebook, Twitter, Pinterest, and Tumblr to see everything I'm reading as I read it. So until next week, I'm John Cooney, and I've got issues.